She told them of the many changing ones, and all that night and all through the next day, to middle night they dug into the hill. At middle night great cats with silver claws, bodies of shadow and blind eyes like pearls, came up out of the hole, and red-eared hounds with long white bodies came out of the air suddenly and ran at them and harried them. The Maine's children dropped their spades and stood with quaking joints and terror-stricken faces, till Mauve called out, "But these are but common men. The Maine's children have not dropped their spades, because earth, crazy for its broken power, casts up a show, and the winds answer it with holy shadows." Her high heart was glad, and when the uproar ran along the grass, she followed with light footfall in the midst, till it died out where an old thorn tree stood. Friend of these many years, you too had stood with equal courage in that whirling rout, for you, although you've not her wandering heart, have all that greatness, and not hers alone. For there is no high story about queens in any ancient book but tells of you, and when I've heard how they grew old and die, or fell into unhappiness, I've said, "She will grow old and die, and she is wept." And when I'd write it out anew, the words, half crazy with the thought, "She too has wept," outrun the measure. I'll tell of that great queen who stood amid a silence by the thorn, until two lovers came out of the air with bodies made out of soft fire. The one about whose face birds wagged their fiery wings said, "Angus and his sweetheart give their thanks to Mauve and Mauve's household, owing them the bride bed that gives peace." Then Mauve, "O Angus, master of all lovers, 1,000 years ago you held high talk with the first kings of many pillared Cruachan. O when will you grow weary? O when will you grow weary?" They had vanished, but out of the dark air over her head there came a murmur of soft words and meeting lips. That is W.B. Yeats, read really poorly by me, The Age of Old Queen Mauve.